All right. Good morning, friends. How are you? How are you doing from home? I believe every one of us is doing fine. Thank you for the subscription so far. Thank you for the following so far. Thank you for the questions. Thank you for the comments. Thank you very, very well. Okay, so we're about to talk about the natural ways of boosting sperm. Okay, we'll be starting from the basic principles you're meant to understand before you start talking of boosting sperm naturally from home. Okay, for we to understand these basic factors, we have to be emotionally stable. We have to be psychologically stable. So we have to get all those things done. So now, the basic principles of you getting your sperm cells very stable, the motility very stable, getting the production of the sperm very nice and increasing at every given point. What you needed to do is to diagnose yourself. Okay, how do you do it? You get to the lab, meet the lab scientist, or you meet your physician, meet your doctor, whomever that is taking care of you. Make sure that this diagnosis is attained and not to start taking drugs. Do you understand? Do not allow the idea of taking drugs, why the diagnosis being the basic things you're supposed to attain first, is not achieved. What do I mean? Make sure that your sperm analysis is done. Make sure that your sperm cells go through culture. Do you understand? Make sure that MCS is done in your sperm cells. When I talk about MCS, I'm talking about microscopic examination, the sensitivity there, and the culture itself and sensitivity being the antibiotics identification is actually done in order to be able to help you. Make sure that the drugs, the antibiotics you're using for the treatment is exact with what was diagnosed. All right, so as we go on, once you've been able to get that, as you're doing that, waiting for your results to be ready, make sure that mentally you're working on yourself. Even before you start coming to the laboratory or going to the hospital to be able to get yourself cleared, make sure you started working. Just accept the fact that you're ready enough to boost your sperm cells. Okay, when you're ready, you know that inside of your heart, you're stable. Make sure that you're surrounding yourself with everything that makes you happy. Don't stay in any toxic environment. Don't stay in anywhere you're being cajoled. Don't stay in any place that negative vibes are coming from. Just make sure you're stable. With that stability, you find out that you'll be happy. You find out that naturally that the cells has already started producing on its own. The cells that are dormant in one way or the other, or those bacteria that are present in the system, that the white blood cells in your system is boosting so high that they are combating those bacteria naturally, in addition with the drugs you're going to get and the treatment you're going to get as a result of the infection that has been diagnosed. You see yourself getting so fast, so quick in the treatments. You see the recovery so fast, even in your ejaculation and the rest of it. You see the signs. Okay, I'll be talking about the signs that shows that your sperm cells is actually stable, that will show that the motility is actually stable. Maybe after this treatment, after treating this very topic, that will be the next topic I'll be talking about. So when we talk about the natural ways of boosting your sperm, make sure first is your diagnosis. But before we talk about diagnosis, as I said, make sure you maintain the psychological, emotional stress. You have to address it and then make sure you're stable. So after that, talk about the diagnosis aspect of it have been broken down very well. I believe you understood what I'm saying. So another one here is being able to increase the production of the sperm, being able to increase the production. All right, understanding all this, we have to talk about the boosting of the sperm, the production. So the next thing is your dietary changes. You have to talk about the dietary aspect of it. Then when you talk about the dietary aspect of it, there are so many foods you're meant to actually focus on. You have to focus on antioxidant food. I've talked about antioxidant. Looking down on the videos, you can actually go down through the videos. You'll be able to understand the importance of antioxidant. Antioxidants are those fruits, do you understand, that helps us remove those foods that helps us to remove all the free radicals from the system. They are agents that remove free radicals. Probably the things you get through your inhalation, alcohol consumption that you've taken so much, some drugs that are not actually good in your system, those pollutions that you're getting, either from the smokes and the rest of it, or chemical, or whatever it is that you've been able to ingest into your system. Those antioxidants helps to detoxify you from those toxins in your systems and get you far much ready. And those food rich in antioxidants are amongst those cereals, those selenium rich food. Do you get it? So when you talk about that, you talk about your berries, you talk about your carrots, you talk about a lot of fruits in there that helps you so much. The leafy greens, they help you a lot. Your fruits and vegetables, they help you a lot to be able to combat a lot of radicals in your system. The another one is zinc. The zinc helps you so much in the production of your sperm. And then when you talk about antioxidants, it helps you so much from those produced sperm cells that can actually go damaged as a result of particles or agents present in the system. Do you understand? Either chemicals that are not supposed to be in the system. When you're taking antioxidants, it helps you detoxify those things and get you the sperm that are producing so healthy. But when you talk about the zinc on its own help you in production. So you find food rich in zinc. When we're talking about, you find food also that is rich in omega-3, which you go for your sardines and the rest of it. You go for sardines. It helps so much in boosting your sperm cells. Then when you talk about those omega-3 fatty acid, we talk about those ones that has a lot of DHA in it, that has a lot of EPA in it. Okay, we consume a lot of food that is rich in vitamin D's. When we talk about it, because it helps the qualities of your sperm motility, the quality of your sperm and the motility. So you have to focus so much as well in food rich in vitamin D's. And those food rich in vitamin D's are your fish, your fatty fish, your eggs, and you talk about the fortified products too, the dairy product. It helps you so much. So in doing this, you find out that your sperm cell keep increasing. And this is not something you should do and stop. Help yourself. Make sure you're surrounding yourself with foods rich in that. We'll talk about antioxidant rich food. We'll talk about your zinc. We'll talk about your omega-3 rich food. We'll talk about your vitamin D rich food. So these are the things you actually meant to focus on. Remember, you have to do your diagnosis very well. Remember, you have to do a lot of detoxification in your system. You have to do your diagnosis. When I talk about the detoxification, your treatment properly to treat those bacteria that are causative agent to those reduction in the sperm cells, so that the predisposing factor being your sperm will be ever ready for the conception we are talking about, so that the fertilization in your wife's cervix and the rest of it, do you understand? The processes will actually be stable, not the one you do today. You put your wife into psychological trauma, you into psychological traumas, you go to ovulation monitoring and the rest of it. After the meeting, you find out that nothing happened. Please, let's reduce those mental stress and get ourselves ever ready. So increase those foods I talk about. Other things you're meant to do naturally is your acupuncture, your yoga, and increase your exercise mechanism. You know, those way you do your exercises, you have to do it. I'll be teaching on things you can actually do before sex soon. All right, so increase the way you do it. We have maca root, we have ashwanga. They help so much in improving our sperm qualities. We have so much ingredient in ginseng. Ginseng on its own helps so much. You can actually add those things into your fruits in little quantities. It helps you so much. Your carrot, your banana, as I talked about the erection aspect of it when I treated it. Add it when you're actually grinding it. Put a pinch of some quantities of your ginseng, and you see yourself doing so well. In so doing, you find out that the boosting of sperm cells has nothing. It will not take you that long. Thank you as we continue to subscribe.